Hey guys, we have the information on this week's Legends update. As you guys know at this point, we are getting a Launch and a Yamcha, as well as the ZENKAI for the Blue Super Saiyan 2 Future Trunks. I'm just taking a quick look at the actual list here. Launch is, according to what they have listed here, the 6th highest stats in the game, not counting ZENKAI units. Even, you know, she's only behind LFs here, so it's pretty good, just for at first glance. And then Yamcha is down here. So his stats are not bad at all. And then I believe there's also an EX Roshi too. So quite a few things to go over. I have Trunks pulled up. I think we'll go over his kit first. So stat-wise, I have him pulled up alongside this red cell because he is another range type ZENKAI unit that we can go through and compare him to directly. So Trunks is at 269, 283. Cell is at 262, 297. So Cell does have a significantly higher blast stat. But that's fine because this is like the highest, if not like one of, if not the highest blasted stats in the game. And then his defenses are 181, 181, and Trunks is at 175, 177. So overall, Cell has, I would say, better stats than this Trunks does, but Trunks has a slightly higher strike attack, so it's a little bit more balanced, I guess, but I like Cell's spread better. So the main ability goes from 20% damage with balance for 20 counts, and then nullifies for 15 counts to... draws a special move arts next, restores one key by 70, already good. He gets 30% damage inflicted by odds for 30 counts, so that goes up from 20-20 to 30-30, and he nullifies attribute conditions at abnormal conditions for 15 timer counts, so that goes up from, no, it stays the same, okay. That, this part is actually pretty good. Restoring key by 70 is a lot, and then drawing a blue card is good. I didn't really think they'd even give that to him, to be honest. Okay, this is actually quite a big, this is a lot to go through here. First unique ability is Guardian's Resolve. 50% of blast damage inflicted when this character enters the battlefield. That's pretty good, just straight up 50% damage. Restores own health by 10% when this character is switched to standby. So when he switches out, he gets 10% health back. And the following effects occur when this character evades an enemy attack with a vanishing step, restores ki by 30, and then shortens ally sub count by 2. Activates 3 times. Okay, I'm actually glad that they limited that because that has the potential to be super busted. And I think 2 is a good number. 1 is too short, and 2 and 3. I think once it gets to 3, 3 I think is a little bit too good. So I think 2 is perfectly fine. Restoring own ki by 30 as well is also pretty powerful. This whole unique honestly is very good. 50% blast damage in combination with this super high blast attack stat is good. Second unique is Flame of Hope, 30% to own key recovery per defeated battle member when this character enters the battlefield. Additional 25% of damage inflicted per defeated future, hybrid, or Vegeta friendly battle member. So it's just sort of like a last man standing structured unique. It's pretty powerful. I would say more often than not, it's not going to matter a lot. I mean, they kind of do want you to run this guy alongside the purple Vegeta because that guy is designed to just die and give you buffs, and that will... you know, combo well with this effect here. The first ZENKAI unique ability is Chance for Retaliation at ZENKAI level 3. Applies the following effects to self after the enemy attack is over and creates arts card draw speed by 1 level 15 counts. Of course, every single unit that comes out these days has to have card draw speed, except for Vegeta Blue. Then he gets -5 to arts cost for 15 timer counts, and then cancels attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. So this all activates once you get hit by an enemy attack. Okay. That's good. It kind of reminds me of God Vegeta, because God Vegeta also does get card draw speed when he gets hit, so it's kind of similar. And then the ZENKAI level 6 unique ability is Determined Battle. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. There is a tag feature or hybrid Saiyan battle member other than this character in the party. Okay. 50% damage inflicted, cannot be stacked, and then reduces damage received by 20%, cannot be stacked. And then he also shortens up sub count by 1. Yep, every time another battle member is hit with an enemy strike or blast arts attack, activates 10 times. So let me just pull up Red Cell real quick. Let me go all the way down over here. Because this guy also does something similar. He, let me see if I can find this. Yeah, shortens own sub count by 1 every time another enemy is hit with a strike, blast, or special move, activates 10 times. So it's the same exact thing, except this guy's only activates on strike and blast and not blue card. But it's the same exact thing, so that's a powerful ability. So he can do this for himself while also reducing ally sub count with this. You can pair this guy with the Super Saiyan Blue Purple Vegeta that reduces sub count by 5 of his main ability, and you can even run them both alongside this Cell, which is probably the team I'm going to show him on today, which is a little bit of a spoiler. Just a full sub count manipulation team. But this guy looks very powerful. I mean, 50% blast damage plus an extra 50% of damage inflicted just for entering the battlefield. That's 100% blast damage. With this high blast stat, this guy's going to bring a lot of damage. He looks really, really good. He keeps this 50% chance to inflict bleed, regular blast attack. They actually did give him massive. Okay, I didn't know if they would actually go through with that, but it looks like they did. Then he gets, what was it before? 20% to cure coverage for 20 counts on hit. Now it's 20% damage inflicted on activation. Inflicts enemy, that should be downgrade. 30% to cure coverage for 20 counts on hit. Yeah. Okay. This is much better now. Massive plus extra damage on activation. And then the green card prior to this was just 20% of blast damage for 20 counts. Now it's 25% to all damage for 20 counts and heals for 10%. And he's buffing blue future. Yeah, this guy's really good. This, honestly, I'm tempted to say this guy's one of the better Zenkais in the game. You guys might be hyped for like the new launch in Yamcha. I haven't even looked at them yet, but I would be shocked if either of those guys are better than this Trunks Zenkai. This is a big boy Zenkai right here. This is for real. The only downside I would say about him is the fact that this is only reliant on allies dying, and this is only reliant on you getting hit first. But I don't really think that's too difficult to achieve because you kind of want him to get hit to activate this, and that's also going to activate all this stuff. You're going to get cost reduction, card draw speed. You're going to get attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions removed. You can draw blue cards with this. I mean, how ridiculous his blue card is now because it's just this in combination with the massive. This guy's really, really good. I'm telling you right now. So that's Trunks. Let's get rid of this. Just want to reduce the amount of tabs I have open. Here we go. Dragon Ball Saga. Let's go and look at launch first. I have her at 6 stars, so she's a ranged unit. What's another ranged unit that came out recently that we can compare her to for stats? I guess 21. She's also a range type. Let's take a look at her compared to 21. They're both female warriors as well. So 6 star. She has 211,000 blasts at 6 star. Launch has 217. That's actually a lot. That's a high blast stat for 6 star, I would say. 206 strike, 200. So her offensive stats are really high. 21's defenses are 136, 139, 136, 139. Yeah, this launch's stats are just straight up better. Straight up, just way better than 21's. Okay. First, for her main ability is Give Me Everything You've Got. Reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 3. Okay. That's pretty annoying. Especially if you have in combination with Demon King Piccolo. You can just reduce enemies' Dragon Balls by 5 and steal 2. That seems fun. Then she gets 40% damage inflicted for 20 counts, and then minus 5 Onarch card costs for 20 counts. Okay? This is an annoying main ability for sure. And it's only 10 counts that you can activate that for. First unique is Menacing Woman. Applies the following effects to self when the character enters the battlefield. Draws a blast card next, which is good. I like that a lot. It means that she doesn't really need card draw speed. You guys should understand how powerful that is after fighting a ton of Super Saiyan 3 Zenkai Gokus. Him drawing that strike card upon entering the battlefield. It lets him not really need card draw speed. Obviously, it would be nice if they had card draw speed, but you don't really need it if you have this effect. Same thing with like Zenkai Nappa and stuff like that. Then she gets 40% of damage inflicted, cannot be stacked, and then reduces damage received by 35%, cannot be stacked. Okay, so yeah, this is like the same thing I was talking about. I think who released recently with like 30% damage reduction? I think it was Android 21. Yeah, I think 21 actually has 30% damage reduction. Yeah, right here. So I talked about Metal Cooler when he came out. He has like 20% damage reduction or something. That's honestly pretty negligible. Once you start getting to like 30-35%, then all of a sudden you start to actually be able to take a hit. And I think 35% is a solid number to have just baseline for entering the battlefield. Because this is just permanent. You enter the battlefield, you have 35% damage reduction. That's pretty good. The following effects occur when a character evades an enemy attack with a Vanishing Step. Draws a special arch card next, activates once, so she draws a green card. Increases own arch card drops by 2 levels for 5 counts. Okay. What does the green card do? Okay, well that's a long green card. We'll talk about that later. So you want to just PV people launch. If you PV somebody, like, you're going to be able to combo forever. Because remember, she also draws a blast card. It only lasts for 5 counts, but that's all you really need, because if you sidestep or charge step or whatever you're doing with level 2 card draw speed, you're basically going to have a full hand still. So that's pretty powerful. And then, whose idea was this? Was this is a second unique ability. 30% of blast damage inflicted for 10 counts every time this character uses a blast card? Okay. That's like Super Saiyan 4 Goku. It's like shades of this guy. What does he get? Yeah, so he gets 25% for 15. And she gets 30 for 10. So it's slightly stronger. Okay. Gain attribute upgrade, minus 15% to enemy sustained damage cut effects for 10 counts upon landing a strike or blast arts hit. You know why this is good? This is good because you can apply this debuff to the enemy. Oh no, sorry, this is actually an upgrade, not a debuff. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, she can pretty much just nullify sustained damage cuts if she's comboing for long enough, and that's also why it's super important to just PV people with this, right? Because you can just combo forever and just make them essentially just have no cut effects. Inflicts all enemies with 2 sub counts when the enemy switches characters while this character on the battlefield. That's pretty strong too. Because again, if you PV somebody and you're comboing them forever, most of the time they're going to want to switch. And if they do, they get 2 extra sub counts. Regular strike attack, a regular blast. Yeah, this is just a physical blast. Special move is Dangerous Shot. Deals major explode damage. 30% of special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. So that's good. 20% chance to inflict Feint. Okay. Here we go, Feint. Pretty good. This green card is Mystery Hidden in a Sneeze. Ignore allies' substitution count and immediately switches characters. Okay, so that's like Blue Bulma. Applies the following effects to allies upon activation. Restores ki by 50. 30% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. The following effects occur based on the number of defeated battle members. One or more battle members defeated restores ally health by 15%, and then 2 battle members restores own and vanishing gauge by 100%. Okay, so if she's the last man standing and you activate the green card, she just gets her vanishing gauge back 3 times. Okay. That's pretty good. I mean, again, it requires you be the last man standing, but that is a powerful effect for sure. Red, blast. She's just going to be a color buffer. Oh, God. Oh, no. Okay, she isn't. Red, green, or episode Dragon Ball Saga, base blast, second defense, 40%. Is this 50? 45? 45% to blast attack and defense for red, green, or Dragon Ball Saga? That's a really good Z ability. I mean, we talked about PyCon having a good Z ability. Let me just load him in here real quick. What does he give? 35% at 14 stars to red and green? This is 45? Yeah. Okay. It's pretty good. Yeah, launch is good. She's good. What does she look like at 14? 252. Defenses are a little low. That's fine. She's good. She's really good. She's going to be doing a lot of damage, comboing for long periods of time. This is what's going to make her really good, I think. The extra blast damage per card, per blast card. I don't know. We'll have to see. She looks good on paper. We'll have to see how she actually plays out. She has no ultimate, though, which is the one thing that's kind of like, maybe I don't know if I like that. But this is annoying for sure. All right. Let's get rid of this. Let's look at Yamcha. We can get rid of... No, we'll leave launch up here in F for now. Let's get rid of this guy. I want to clean this up a little bit. All right, so Wasteland Bandit Yamcha. He is a green unit. He is a melee type. I'm actually a little bit surprised they didn't give him powerful opponent because he, at this point in time was the strongest enemy Goku fought in the series. So we'll see. I don't know why they didn't give him that, but so a recent melee type unit that's strong. I'm not going to use an LF to compare him to. Let's go Jiren. He's also a green melee type unit, right? So Jiren at 6-star. So Yamcha has 220, Jiren has 228. Yamcha has 188 blast, Jiren has 192, 140, 136, 142, 140. So actually has higher defenses than Jiren does, but slightly less offensive stats, which is, I think, fine. Health, he has 2 million, Jiren has 2.0. So, okay. So Jiren overall has a little bit better stats, but Yamcha has better defense. Okay, so the main ability is You're Not the Only One with Special Powers, Kid. Draw the ultimate arts card Panzer Faust next. Okay, interesting name. Restores own ki by 40. Okay, interesting. So he draws an ultimate, but he gets 40 ki. Usually it's 20, just so you can use the ultimate, but that's extra ki, which is always nice. 30% damage inflicted cannot be canceled. This is just infinite. This is just permanent buff. Just extra 30% damage, but forever. And he gets his vanishing gauge back. Okay. He restores his vanishing gauge by 100%. First unique is Infamous Bandit. The following effects occur when his character enters the battlefield. 60% damage inflicted. 30% to own crit. Oh, God. And then there's a crit damage. Yeah, this is hit. This is like the hit package right here. Let me pull up hit real quick. Where is he? Right down here. You get rid of Jiren. Hit has a similar thing going on here, I think. Yeah, he has 30% crit rate and 20% crit damage inflicted. Yamcha has 30 and 30. So he actually has higher crit damage than Hit does. Okay. Randomly draws one new card when you have 3 or fewer cards. So what is that? You come in with 4 cards, you use a card, you just instantly draw another one. That's actually really good. Okay. And then he randomly destroys one enemy card when he enters the battlefield as well. I like this a lot. Randomly destroys one card, or sorry, draws one card when you have 3 or fewer. What is Hit's damage? Just gets 10%. Oh, sorry, no, Hit gets this extra for having these battle members. But Yamcha gets... Yeah, so Hit requires that that time elapses before he gets these buffs. Yamcha just comes in with 60% straight up. Cunning Payback is reduces damage received by 20% when battle starts. Not a huge fan of that. The following effects occur after enemy attack is over. Reduces enemies' Dragon Balls by 1. Activates twice. Okay. So this whole team is about destroying Dragon Balls, I guess, because we just looked at what Launch did, and now we have this guy, and then Demon King Piccolo steals 2 Dragon Balls. So you can, theoretically, with Demon King Piccolo, Launch, and Yamcha all on the same team, you can destroy 7 Dragon Balls. Inflicts all enemies that to downgrade, plus 20% of damage received for 15 timer counts. Inflicts all enemies with no switching for 3 timer counts, activates 3 times, and then reduces damage by 20%. Okay, actually this is good, because I was looking at 20%, and I'm like, I don't like 20% damage reduction just straight up, but that in combination with the fact that he also gets an extra 20%, that's pretty good. And the fact that his defenses are actually pretty high as well. But keep in mind, all of this stuff has to is dependent upon you receiving a hit. The strike is 30% chance to inflict heavy bleed, pretty good. Blast is physical, because I assume he shoots like a gun or something. Special move is the Wolf Fang Fist, deals major slice damage. The following effects occur on hit. Draws a special arts card, so it draws a green card, and then 100% chance to inflict heavy bleed. You can teach this. So you can teach Shallot a card that guaranteed always draws him a green card. Interesting. That's actually pretty powerful, now that I think about it, because you don't have to use the green card with Shallot. Like, you can make a team that wants to use a ton of green cards, but you can generate those green cards through using the blue cards. That's interesting. The green card is Mr. Handsome, restores own key by 40, cancels own attribute downgrades, reduces enemy key by 40, and then inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade plus 20% of damage received by for 15 timer counts. Pretty good. The key itself is pretty good. So, I mean, this is not like the craziest green card ever, but it's not bad. The ultimate skill is Panzer Faust, deals massive explode damage. The following effects occur on hit. Restores own health by 25%. It's pretty good. It reduces enemy key by 70. And inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade minus 150% to key recovery for 5 timer counts. Okay. We're going past 100% key recovery. Like, downgrade, I guess. That's a lot. So just not going to be able to do anything for 5 counts. And that's blast armor. Okay. That's pretty good. The healing is good. I like that. Then what is this? Heals 2 of these. Strike critical rate. Strike card with 30% own critical rate for 2 counts when used. That seems really good, because obviously he wants to be critting because of this right here. Okay. This guy's going to be getting really hard. And then he buffs green. What is this? Green and red? Green and yellow. Oh, finally we have a green and yellow buffer. And then Dragon Ball Saga, strike, attack, and defense. Yeah, both of these guys buff 45% of Dragon Ball Saga. That's crazy. Yeah, this guy's good. This guy is, he looks pretty good. 165 and 162 to defenses when he's at 14. That's pretty good. Then we have a Master Roshi. He's an EX. I assume he's going to be a new EX on the banner. He's a support type unit. Stats aren't the craziest because he's an EX unit. Main ability is Attentive Master, draws a special arch card, draws a green card, restores ally health by 20%, and then shortens ally sub count by 5. That's powerful. Okay, I like that. Unrivaled Vigor is the first unique. The following effects occur every time when faced with an enemy. Inflicts enemy with attribute downgrade plus 30% damage received for 15 counts. Attribute downgrade plus 10%, or sorry, plus 10 special move arts cost. Okay. Inflicts all enemy with 1 sub count up to 5 times, and restores ki by 100 after face with an enemy tag girl's character. Okay. Interesting. The following effects occur when this character enters the battlefield. 45% of damage inflicted for 15 counts. Reduces damage received by 30% for 15 counts, and shortens sub count by 1, activates 5 times. Okay, so this guy's really about manipulating sub count. That's actually pretty good. Applies the following effects to allies when this character is switched to a standby. Wow, he restores ki and gives a buff. This is a really good unique ability, actually. 45% of damage inflicted, reduces damage received, shortens sub count, and then does the supporting ability usage. That's good. This guy's pretty decent. Because also this is pretty good. The healing, drawing a green card. What does the green card even do? 20% of damage inflicted by allies for 20 counts, and 30% special move damage inflicted by allies for... Wow. Yeah, this guy's really good. The Kamehameha is major, reduces enemy ki by 60. And then what is he? Also Dragon Ball Saga? Blue or Dragon Ball Saga Strike and Blast attack. Both attacks. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this guy seems good. I would say this guy's definitely better than a lot of the other EXs we've been getting recently. He actually can do something in the fight. And then the banner itself looks like it actually is going to be guaranteed sparking per multi. It says sparking rarity guaranteed rates, 1 out of 10, so I assume the last slot is going to be sparking guaranteed. The only thing I will say though is that it looks like the new characters still only have the 1% chance to be pulled in that last slot, but obviously everything else is going to be a sparking, you know, you have an equal chance to pull everything else in that last slot. But the banner overall doesn't look too bad. Metal Cooler's good, this guy's okay. Trunks and Goten I feel like are some of the two most underrated units in the game. This guy sucks. Gohan is pretty good. Bardock and Demon King Piccolo are obviously really good if you have them ZENKAI'd, so this banner's not bad. I don't know if I'd recommend pulling on this banner just because, you know, step-ups are way better value, but this banner's not bad, and the fact that it's a guaranteed sparking means that you're going to get something decent. The only character that's like a really big L if you pull is Boo-Tang, because he's terrible. But everything else is pretty good on here. And then the other thing I did want to mention real quick is I have the other Legends All-Star banners pulled up, and as you can see, just for reference, they don't have the sparking rarity listed on the other Legends All-Star banners because there wasn't a guaranteed sparking, and that's how you can tell. But every past Legends All-Star banner has really ushered in a new tag being buffed, because if you haven't noticed, this game likes to take one tag, or maybe 1 or 2 at a time, and really focus in on those as they buff them constantly. And we saw the trend start this year, well, I mean, I guess September, with this first Legends All-Star banner with Goten and Trunks. That's when they really were buffing heavily hybrids, and hybrids was heavily being buffed when this came out. Then they had this Legends All-Star banner number 2 with the 3 True to Danger units, and you know, after this, then we got UI Goku, we got Champa and Vados from Rival Universe, and then we ended up getting the Pride Troopers. So this ushered in like the Rival Universe / Universe Survival Saga meta. And then we had this, the movies banner with Vegeta and Metal Cooler. After this, of course, we had, you know, Gogeta, Frieza, and Broly. So there's a chance that this Legends All-Star banner could foreshadow a Dragon Ball Saga meta, if they want to go down that route. And I threw this idea out to people before, but they could do a step-up banner very easily. This will make them a ton of money, I'm telling you right now, with an old Demon King Piccolo that transforms into a youth. A Kid Goku with a Great Ape Ultimate. Doesn't have to be a transformation, just like the ultimate animation is him transforming to a Great Ape and like smashing the enemy or something. Then they could do like a Yajirobe from when he beat Symbol, as well as maybe like a Tambourine unit. So it'd be like a Demon King Piccolo Saga themed banner as a step up. No LF, doesn't have to be an LF, but a step up for like those really powerful Dragon Ball Saga units. They're actually very hyped too, I would argue. Old Demon King Piccolo transforming and Goku Great Ape, that would be really good. That would sell a lot in Japan as well. So I feel like this could be leading up to something with Dragon Ball being the new meta tag, but we'll see. There's actually some new events coming out as well. I mean, there's the revamp for 21. This Go Forth Galactic Patrol thing is coming back. Legends Road for Trunks is coming back, so farm him if you haven't done that. There's a new Super Scout battle, and then the USTR is getting refreshed today. And then Just Try to Surpass Me is coming back. I believe this gives like 1,000 crystals if you do it every day. There's also Super Masters Pack tickets you can get, so it's pretty good. Nothing crazy, but I think there's probably missions where you get crystals for doing this or something. This event is where you get the new Majin Vegeta LF Platinum equipment. Then there's also another new equipment you can get as well. So it's another one of these 50-stage events. Gives tickets and stuff as rewards as well. So make sure you clear that. And for equipment, we're going to be getting the Majin Vegeta equipment. I didn't actually do a video reviewing this one, but I'll do one where I actually use Majin Vegeta with the equipment, which I'll talk about in more detail during that video. But it's good. I like this equipment a lot. It's more defensively based because Majin Vegeta, I would argue, definitely could benefit a lot more from defense more than offense. You know, both defenses slot 1. Slot 2 is health as well as blue card damage. And then slot 3 is just pure strike. Or no, actually it's not pure, it's base strike. Okay. And then pure damage versus Goku. So not a ton of damage, but it's a lot of defense in slot 1. And then health is really big as well. So this is a good equip. It's not crazy good. It's not like, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Beerus level, but it's a good equip for sure. And then we're getting this other one, Dr. Giro's computer. This is girls, androids, or regen. So look at the look at the applicable character list. I would suggest farming at least 2 to 3 of these. This is a really powerful equip because it buffs 2 offensive stats. Only annoying thing is if you want like a strike specific one, you're gonna have to roll strike on both slot 1 and 3 as well. Same thing with blast as well. So it's gonna be annoying to farm this, but we're gonna go for it anyway. And then we have an awakened equip. This is the android plus blue, green, or purple one. So I guess you know, there's a little bit of restriction there, but not too bad because there's still a decent amount of characters that can use this, including the green and purple 21s. Up to 25% blast, so I mean definitely more geared towards the green 21. Then you got critical, base strike attack in slot 2, and then the last slot is just Super Saiyan specific, which is pretty big right now. You know, you got Broly, Bardock, Namek, Goku. Those are all Super Saiyan units. Green Broly, so it actually is pretty relevant right now to do extra stuff versus Super Saiyans. But that is pretty much all we got. A little bit of a longer video because there's actually stuff to do now. There's new events coming out, 3 new characters. So there's also missions, I think. We can take a quick look at that. Yeah, there's launch missions. There's this guy. I'm going to pull them all up here. Yamcha as well. So yeah, this Trunks, if you don't have him, definitely buy this. I think after looking at his kit, he is definitely worth getting these missions for in Zenkai 7 if you're a future guy. If you pulled on the step-up banner for future Gohan and you pulled a lot of future units, I would highly recommend Zenkaiing this guy. Launch similar style missions. I believe if you pull 1, you can purchase these for 2,000 crystals. I think it's 2,000 crystals. I don't remember the exact price, but that's these missions, and then same thing for Yamcha as well. So that's pretty much it. That said, hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you all in the next one.